Hey everyone, this video is to work on pronunciation. So I'm reading out the toughest, most difficult tongue twisters in English. If you don't know what a tongue twister is, it's a phrase that's deliberately designed to be difficult to pronounce properly. Like, she sells seashells by the seashore, or how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So I'm going to show you a few more classic examples, help you to pronounce them, and then I'm going to try a list of the most difficult ones, including what MIT is calling scientifically the most difficult tongue twister in the world. So, let's get to it. Okay, so the most popular tongue twisters are probably the ones I said in the intro. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Here, chuck means to throw something, and a woodchuck is a type of animal, like a marmot. These sounds rhyme because you don't pronounce the L in modal verbs like could and would.
Hey, you dang woodchucks! Quit chucking my wood!
She sells seashells by the seashore is another classic. Here the trick is separating the S and SH sounds, which can often get mixed up when you try to say it quickly. Alright, next we have Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy. This one has a short U sound, like in up. So you pronounce Wuzzy with two Z's, the same as you pronounce the question, was he? And fuzzy means something with a lot of hair on it, like a dog or a peach. Okay, next. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? This one plays with both the long and short E and I sounds. Words like peck and pick use the short sounds, and Peter Piper use the long ones. Some tongue twisters are about repeating the same things over and over. One example is toy boat. So you try to say it 3 times fast, and it goes like toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. It starts to kind of blend together in the middle because of the sounds. So you have to try it a little slower. Toy boat, toy boat. Another is red lorry, yellow lorry. This one is the hardest one for me. So, 3 times fast, it sounds like red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Yeah, it all becomes one indistinguishable blended word in the end. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Of course, lorry is British English, so this one is a lot easier in American. Red truck, yellow truck, red truck, yellow truck, red truck, yellow truck. See? Super easy. Some others, like these, are truly rural, and 11 benevolent elephants. So try to repeat those 3 times fast and see where you get. Another type of tongue twister is where you repeat the same sound over and over again. I think these ones are typically a little easier. One example, can you can a can as a canner can a can. So here the word can is being used as the auxiliary verb, but also as the main verb and as a noun, in addition to the job of canner, which is a person. Another example is which is which. So in both of these, you're repeating the same sound, but they just have some different spellings. So these so far were the most common ones that we know in English, but now I want to try the hardest ones. I have a list here which claims to be scientifically the hardest tongue twisters in English, including one that was created by the famous university MIT. Now, surely MIT had better things to work on, but here we are. First, I'm going to try and read them as quickly as possible, and then later I'll go a little slower so you can understand and try to break them down. So, without further ado, let's do it. Okay, so the rules are simple. As soon as I look at it, I have to try and read it as quickly as possible, and then I will go back and read it a little slower and break it down a little bit for you. So, let's look at number 10. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Okay, yeah, I think that one's good. Number 9. Brisk, brave brigadiers brandish broad, bright blades, okay. Brisk, brave brigadiers brandish broad, bright blades, blunderbusses, and bludgeons, balancing them badly. Don't ask me what it means. One more time, a little slower. Brisk, brave brigadiers brandished broad, bright blades, blunderbusses, and bludgeons, balancing them badly. Yeah, that one's a little tricky. All right, number 8. If you must cross a coarse cross cow across a crowded cow crossing, cross the coarse cross cow across the crowded cow crossing carefully. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. I'll try another fast one. If you must cross a coarse cross cow across a crowded cow crossing, cross the coarse No, okay. If you must cross a coarse cross cow across a crowded cow crossing, cross the coarse cow across the crowded cow crossing carefully. Good advice. All right, number 7. Send the toast to 10 stouts. Ooh, okay. Send the toast to 10 stouts, saints, 10 tall tents. Send the toast to 10 stouts, saints, 10 tall tents. All right, a little slower. Send the toast to 10 tents. Send the toast to 10 tents, stout, saints, 10 tall tents. Whew, okay, these are getting a little harder. Number 6. Rory the warrior and Roger the worrier were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. That sound is, the rural sound is really hard to pronounce. Alright, here, watch for the difference between warrior and worrier. Yeah, worry kind of has like a short E sound. So let's try again. Rory the warrior and Roger the worrier were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. Rory the warrior and Roger the worrier were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. Whew, okay, let's just move on to number 5. The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. All right. The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. The lisp you get from this one makes you sound like Sylvester from Looney Tunes.
Suffering succotash.
All right, number 4. The six sheep's sick. Again, the six sheep's sick. Okay, the 6th sheep's sick. Okay, at least he has 5 others. Number 3. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. All right. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. Okay, I did okay with that one. Let's go to number 2. Lesser leather never weathered. Oh, okay. Lesser leather never weathered weather better. Lesser leather never weathered weather better. Okay. Lesser leather never weathered weather better. Lesser leather. One more time. I can do this. Lesser leather never weathered weather better. Yeah, good enough. Okay, and now let's go on to the number 1 hardest tongue twister in the world, according to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Pad kid poured cold pulled cod. What? Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Pad kid poured curd pulled. Yeah, this one you're supposed to repeat a few times, and it gets a little tongue twisty. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. You know what? I think I beat MIT's number 1. So, that's it for this pronunciation video. As always, if you guys have questions, feel free to contact me, and I'd be happy to help you out. So, remember, while English may be difficult, it can be understood through tough, thorough thought, though. See you next time.